Good morning, everybody, and welcome to this morning's update on Tropical Storm Ian. So, as of 8 a.m. Eastern Daylight Time, Sunday, September the 25th, 2022, Tropical Storm Ian has maximum sustained winds of 50 miles per hour, a minimum central pressure of 1,001 millibars, and is moving west-northwest at 12 miles per hour. Tropical Storm Ian is still struggling to maintain convection around the center and is developing slower than we have anticipated, and hopefully this trend continues. But unfortunately, I think that Ian is going to rapidly begin to develop in the next 12 to 24 hours, as it is now situated in a perfect environment for strengthening, as it is starting to move over those sea surface temperatures of between 85 and 89 degrees, and is moving into an area where there is almost no wind shear. And even though we don't really have many thunderstorms around the center, we have a well-defined center of circulation right here, and this center of circulation has continued to become more well-defined. All that needs to happen now for the system to really take off is for convection to start to develop around the center and maintain itself. And because the system is disorganized, we are seeing a lot of rain across Jamaica now. So, my friends in Jamaica, you're getting a bit of rain from Tropical Storm Ian, but it's probably just a few inches, and no major impacts are expected to the islands. Looking at the wind shear map, you can see that Ian is situated in the perfect environment with only 5 knots of wind shear surrounding the system, and this is what is going to cause it to begin to rapidly intensify over the next, I would say, 12 to 36 hours as it moves this way towards the western tip of Cuba and west of the Cayman Islands. And looking at the official track for Tropical Storm Ian, Ian is expected to become a hurricane as soon as late tonight and early Monday morning, pass west of Grand Cayman by about 100 miles as a strengthening, probably Category 2 hurricane. By 2 a.m. Tuesday morning, it is expected to approach the western tip of Cuba as a major hurricane and maintain major hurricane status as it moves into the southeastern Gulf Tuesday afternoon, and then by Thursday morning, we're going to be seeing a major hurricane approach western Florida, likely as a Category 3, and then the official hurricane center continues to show it weakening to a Category 1 or 2 hurricane, as we now have landfall projected late Thursday night and early Friday morning between Panama City Beach and the far northwestern peninsula. And we have hurricane warnings now in effect for Grand Cayman, tropical storm watches in effect for the eastern Cayman Islands, hurricane watches in effect for western Cuba in the pink, and tropical storm watches in effect for west central Cuba in the yellow. Looking at the intensity model plots, Ian is expected to become a Category 1 hurricane in the next 24 hours, Category 2 hurricane in the next 36 hours, and in the next 48 hours, we're going to be looking at a strong end Category 3 or low end Category 4 hurricane, and in the next 60 to 72 hours, the majority of the models are still taking Ian to a low end Category 4 hurricane. So, if you're in the southeast, especially from Pensacola, Florida, down towards Tampa, you need to be making your hurricane preparations right now. And then we have a little bit of a weakening trend as Ian nears landfall, and I'll be kind of touching on that in this evening's update where I'm going to be going more in depth. But it could be making landfall just as a Category 2 hurricane, which would be a great case scenario, and I hope that that happens. But I'm going to continue to watch that for you guys. And looking at the spaghetti mall plots for where Ian is expected to move, Ian is expected to pass about 100 miles southwest of Grand Cayman in the next 24 hours. In the next 48 hours, uh, Ian is expected to brush western Cuba, likely as a major hurricane. In the next 72 hours, Ian is expected to move over the east central Gulf, and then in the next 96 hours, the northeastern Gulf. And most of the spaghetti mall plots are now indicating a landfall anywhere from east of Pensacola through Panama City Beach through Tampa in the next 5 days, exactly 120 hours from now. So the malls have kind of uh, held in the direction since yesterday evening's update. We still have one model now taking it west-northwest towards Louisiana and Mississippi. So if you're in New Orleans to Gulfport, Biloxi, Mobile, you still need to keep a close eye on Tropical Storm Ian, soon to become Hurricane Ian, as any shift west in the model track would bring significant impacts to my friends over here. So thanks for watching this morning's update on Tropical Storm Ian. I'll be doing a much more in-depth update this evening on Ian as I'll be doing a much more in-depth update on Ian this evening, so make sure you tune in for that. Stay safe and have a wonderful day, my friends.